How could you not enjoy Green Lantern number 20? This is literally the end of a 9-year story that started in 2004 with Rebirth. If you don't remember, Rebirth is the comic event that brought Hal Jordan back as a Green Lantern after years of being Parallax and the Spectre. Geoff Johns completely reinvented the GL mythos and left the Green Lanterns more popular than ever. And for the last issue, he just went out with a bang.
This is the cover to Green Lantern 20, and it features an array of lanterns fighting against the first Lantern. The issue starts out in the future. A young Green Lantern has passed his test and is meeting with the Archive Keeper. The Archive Keeper tells him the story of Hal Jordan. This panel recounts Hal's time since he's been possessed by Parallax. The issue jumps back to present day, and Hal Jordan has gained a Black Lantern ring while Sinestro gains a Fear one. Guy Gardner and the other Lanterns attack the first Lantern. The Red Lanterns also join in the battle. None of these attacks worked. Kyle Rayner arrives with even more different colored lanterns as backup. All of the lanterns pull their powers together, and Mogo aims it directly at the first lantern. This still doesn't affect the first lantern. Sinestro attacks with his yellow ring. Hal Jordan rises from the dead and leads the Black Lanterns into battle. Even with his army of the dead, the lanterns are still losing against the first lantern. As a last-ditch effort, Sinestro bonds with Parallax. However, the first lantern proclaims himself as a god and repels Sinestro. Hal Jordan resurrects Necron. Parallax and Necron work together, and they are able to stop the first lantern. The Green Lanterns celebrate Voltoom's defeat, but the Red Lanterns still want to kill the Guardians. It's too late though, because Sinestro has already killed them. As Sinestro leaves, Hal asks, "Were we ever truly friends?" And Sinestro replies, "That's the tragedy of all this, Jordan. Hal, we'll always be friends." The issue flips forward to the future, and the young Lantern asks the storyteller, who we find out is Sinestro, what happened to the rest of the characters after they defeated the first Lantern. The next few panels recount their futures. It also turns out that Sinestro has destroyed his own entry in the Book of Oa a long time ago, so no one knows what has happened to him. He met with Larfleeze and reunited Ganthet and his lover. Hal Jordan is still regarded as the greatest of the Green Lanterns.
This issue had everything. It had Parallax, Necron, White Lanterns, First Lanterns. Admit it. You've always wanted to see how the living embodiments of emotion stack up against the other cosmic entities. Parallax versus Necron, that would have been really good. And no offense, but White Lantern Kyle Rayner, he was kind of useless. He wielded the entire emotional spectrum, but he couldn't even damage the first Lantern. My favorite part though, has to be when Hal Jordan asked Sinestro if they were ever friends, and Sinestro says that they've always been friends. How much depth does that give Sinestro? And at the end, Sinestro was still the one keeping the Green Lantern records and still telling the stories. Even though he did things that could be considered evil, he still was one of the greatest Lanterns ever. He's just a complicated character who eventually saw the light in the end. Something that I did not like though was how future Sinestro told everyone's futures. It just feels so binding to me. Like all future Green Lantern stories I read have to lead up to that. I know I was kind of bashing on Kyle Rayner earlier, but I do like how he's a White Lantern while the other 4 are still Green Lanterns. 5 Green Lanterns would have been too much, and it would have been unfair to kick out Simon Baz, so this is good. White Lantern Kyle Rayner and 4 other Green Lanterns. I don't know if this is true, but I've read online that DC is planning on making Guy Gardner a Red Lantern. He's gonna eventually lead the Red Lantern Corps or something. Personally, I do not like that. He gave everything he had for the green, and to make him a red just seems kind of insulting. And for you older fans, do you remember Warrior Guy Gardner? That was horrible. I love the issue, it was completely fantastic, and if it's still possible, get it. I actually have 2 questions today. Question 1, what is your favorite Lantern color? And question 2, what is your favorite Green Lantern moment? And you know, if you don't feel like answering those, just leave your thoughts about this issue in the comment box. And before I forget, I just want to tell you guys to check out my written comic reviews. There are a lot of titles and issues that I want to review, but I just don't have time to make a video for it. So I wrote about it instead. If there's a particular title or issue that you wanted me to make a video for, but I haven't, make sure you check out that link. I may have a written review for it instead. And also in the description box, I have a link to a special Damian Wade Robin memorial tribute video. So when that video goes up, the link will be in there also. So check that out when it's out. Thanks for watching. My name's Nguyen. And if you enjoyed the video or kept you entertained even a little bit, be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and share to all your friends. Thank you.